The first lesson in Science 9 Quarter 1 is Circulatory and Respiratory System. Now let's watch this video lesson that discusses more on the circulatory system. May you have fun learning this topic and help you to understand about the circulatory system. The lesson we will discuss is based on Most Essential Learning Competency or MALCs. The code is S9LT-1AB-26. The student should explain how the respiratory and circulatory systems work together to transport nutrients, gases, and other molecules to and from the different parts of the body. Of circulatory system and how it works in our body. Human circulatory system. Alone, can respiratory organs supply every cell in our body with oxygen? As the respiratory system initiates gas exchanges within the body, another system supplies our cells with oxygen, the circulatory system. Moreover, the rhythmic contraction and relaxation of the heart produce the sound of heartbeat, the pumping action of the heart. Together, the network of channels are responsible for carrying and distributing nutrients, gases, hormones, antibodies, and many other important substances that the body needs to live. The heart works throughout our lives and never stops to rest. This system is divided into three major parts: the heart, the blood vessels, and the blood. Can you imagine what will happen when the heart rests? The heart has four chambers, two atria and two ventricles. Valves in each chamber prevent backflow of blood. Muscles squeeze these chambers in a powerful pumping action. Concept of our lesson. The chambers. Two atria. These are the receiving chambers of the heart. These receive blood through veins. A. Right atrium. It accepts blood from the body. B. Left atrium. It accepts blood from the lungs. Two ventricles. These chambers force the blood out into the arteries. These are the right and left ventricle. The right ventricle, it pumps blood towards the lungs. The left ventricle, it pumps blood towards the body. The valves. These prevent the backward flow of the blood. There are four valves in human heart. Tricuspid valve, found between the right atrium and right ventricle. Bicuspid valve, found between the left atrium and left ventricle. Pulmonary valve, found at the base of the pulmonary artery. And the aortic valve, at the base of the aorta. Vena cava. The vena cava is the largest vein. It carries blood towards the heart. There are two types of vena cava. The superior vena cava, it conveys blood from the upper extremities towards the heart, and the inferior vena cava conveys blood from the lower extremities towards the heart. Here are the other parts of circulatory system. Septum. It divides the right and left chambers. Aorta. The largest artery. It conveys blood from the heart to different parts of the body. Pulmonary artery. It conveys oxygen-poor blood from the heart to the lungs. Pulmonary vein. It conveys oxygen-rich blood from the lungs to the heart. Circulation of blood through the heart. There are two types of blood that circulate in the whole body: the oxygen-rich blood or the oxygenated blood, and the oxygen-poor blood or the deoxygenated blood. Deoxygenated blood from the body will start its journey at the vena cava, the superior and inferior vena cava, and will enter the first heart chamber, the right atrium. The blood will be pumped down to the right ventricle, passing through the tricuspid valve. The right ventricle will pump the blood out of the heart to the lungs, passing through the pulmonary artery. Before the blood enters the pulmonary artery, it is first prevented by the semilunar valve from backflowing. From the pulmonary artery, blood enters the capillaries in the lungs for gas exchange, which happens inside the alveoli. During the gas exchange, wherein the carbon dioxide carried by the blood will be replaced by oxygen, this blood will be called as oxygenated blood. Oxygenated blood from the lungs will go back to the heart, passing through the pulmonary vein. The blood takes into the left atrium and will be pumped down to the left ventricle, passing through the bicuspid valve. The left ventricle will pump the blood out of the heart, passing through the aortic valve, and then to the aorta. Oxygenated blood will be distributed throughout the different parts of the body. The respiratory and circulatory systems work together to maintain homeostasis. The circulatory system transports blood and other materials, brings supplies to cells, carries away waste, separates oxygen-poor and oxygen-rich blood. The tissues and structures of the heart make it an efficient pump. Cardiac muscle tissue works continuously without tiring. As you can see in the picture, it is a normal human heart. The heartbeat consists of two contractions. As a node or pacemaker stimulates atria to contract, AB node stimulates ventricles to contract. As you can see in the picture, this is the SA node and this is the VA node. Blood flows through the heart in a specific pathway. Oxygen-poor blood enters right atrium, then right ventricle. Right ventricle pumps blood to the lungs. Oxygen-rich blood from the lungs enters left atrium, then left ventricle. Left ventricle pumps blood to the body. The heart pumps blood through two main pathways. Pulmonary circulation occurs between the heart and the lungs. Oxygen-poor blood enters lungs. Excess carbon dioxide and water expelled. Blood picks up oxygen. Oxygen-rich blood returns to the heart. Systemic circulation occurs between the heart and the rest of the body. Oxygen-rich blood goes to organs, extremities. Oxygen-poor blood returns to heart. The two pathways help maintain a stable body temperature. Arteries, veins, and capillaries transport blood to all parts of the body. Arteries carry blood away from the heart. Blood under great pressure, and it is thicker, more muscular walls. So in this picture, you can see the artery. It has endothelium, smooth muscle, and connective tissue. The arteriole in the artery connects the artery and the capillaries. Veins carry blood back to the heart. Blood under less pressure. It has thinner walls, larger diameter, and valve. As you can see in the picture, it is a vein. It has endothelium, smooth muscle, and connective tissue. And this is the valve. It has also venule that connects the vein and the capillaries. Capillaries move blood between veins, arteries, and cells. So in this picture, you can see the capillaries. Blood pressure is a measure of the force of blood pushing against artery walls. Systolic pressure, left ventricle contracts. In diastolic pressure, the left ventricle relaxes. Systolic pressure occurs when the left ventricle contracts. Diastolic pressure occurs when the left ventricle relaxes. You can write these numbers as a fraction in which systolic pressure is always on top. So here is an example. 120 over 70. The systolic is the numerator and the diastolic is the denominator. High blood pressure can precede a heart attack or stroke. Lifestyle plays a key role in circulatory diseases. Some choices lead to an increased risk of circulatory diseases like smoking, long-term stress, excessive weight, lack of exercise, diet low in fruits and vegetables, high in saturated fats. Circulatory diseases affect mainly the heart and the arteries. As you can see in the picture, it is the artery walls when it becomes thick and inflexible. Plaque blocks blood flow in arteries. Blood is composed mainly of cells, cell fragments, and plasma. Whole blood is made of different materials like plasma, red blood cells, white blood cells, and platelets. Plasma is a key factor in maintaining homeostasis. Molecules diffuse into and out of plasma. It contains proteins that stabilize blood volume. It also contains clotting factors and immune proteins. Platelets and different types of blood cells have different functions. The bone marrow manufactures most of the blood components. As you can see in the picture, it is the red blood cell, the platelet, and the white blood cell. Red blood cells make up 40 to 45% of all blood cells. They transport oxygen to cells and carry away carbon dioxide, have no nuclei, and contain hemoglobin. White blood cells fight pathogens and destroy foreign matter. Platelets help form clots that control bleeding. As you can see in the picture, these are the arteries of the circulatory system. Protein markers define blood types and Rh factors. ABO blood group the most common. Rh factor can be negative or positive. Blood types must be compatible for transfusions. As you can see in the figure 30.16 ABO Rh blood combinations. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, or follow and share. Till the next video lesson. Bye!